The state Senate returned to Harrisburg on the 112th day without a state budget since the June 30th deadline.
Tonight, Fox 43's James Corrigan has the story of how little progress continues to be made despite schools and counties desperately needing the state money.
The state Senate returned to the Capitol after 112 days of no budget. And despite a dire need for state funding, the day produced nothing more than mixed messaging.
We have recognized the challenges that nonprofits, hospitals, school districts, nursing homes, counties are facing.
Senator Kristen Phillips-Hill says her Republican caucus is still working on a plan after having passed a carbon copy of last year's budget as a proposed stopgap to get money flowing.
I'm optimistic that Senate Republicans will once again exercise good leadership and put forward something that is fiscally responsible and meets the needs of the people of this Commonwealth.
Normally I like to be optimistic, but I'm putting cold water on it.
Senator Vincent Hughes says Senate Republicans have refused to act on the budget, exemplified by the lack of action from the Appropriations Committee on coming up with a counteroffer to the most recent House-passed budget from 2 weeks ago.
That's what moved out of the Senate Appropriations Committee today, declaring a state fossil, not moving the budget forward, declaring a state fossil. That seems to be their priority.
It comes as local taxes look likely to rise in many counties without state funds as the General Assembly's standstill continues. Schools continue to go without funding for the fourth month running, while many nonprofits are struggling financially. Phillips-Hill says Democrats should take the cries for help from local stakeholders as reason to pass last year's budget, while Hughes implored his colleagues to act on any of the three budgets put forward by the House.
That clearly is a statement in support of what Senate Republicans did back in August, which is send last year's budget over to the House and said, let's get the money flowing.
House Democrats have sent us 3 different budgets, all compromise budgets, and they're just sitting here. They're not doing anything. They're not acting on those budgets, but they're hardly even coming to work.
And at this point, there is nothing on the Senate's agenda this week pertaining to the budget. The House will be in session next week, but the Senate will not, as the back and forth between the two sides continues, likely beyond the 120-day mark, with Pennsylvanians suffering the consequences. In Harrisburg, I'm James Corrigan with Fox 43 News.